Oh.
Got it! Woo! Hey!
I can't even.
This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform that gives you access to thousands of creative classes taught by experts to help you learn new skills. You can learn painting, Adobe Photoshop, video and music production, even business.
We personally love the course by Halise Narvaez, where she teaches how to maximize your filmmaking to tell the best, most engaging story possible in less than a minute. At 28 minutes long, the course was short, sweet, and the use of examples to deliver the lesson was a great plus. We cannot wait to put the class into practice. Good news is, you can learn as well. Click the link in our description box for a once-in-a-lifetime chance to enjoy 1 month free of Skillshare Premium. Only the first 1,000 will be able to enjoy this service.
Skillshare. Get started on your creative journey.
Welcome back to Over 25. I know we have been gone for quite some time.
Yep.
Thank you for your patience. Thank you for staying with us. We've been seeing your messages. We've been seeing your comments. Thank you so much for your patience. We were on leave. We were tired. And remember, we shot an episode where we said normalize rest, and we needed to.
Yeah.
All of us have a lot of stuff happening in our lives. We will catch you up actually to that before we go to the meat of this episode. So thank you for that. In fact, actually, yeah, let's catch up. What
Happy
have
New
been-
Year!
Oh,
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
Happy New Year
to our followers.
Yeah.
Episode of 2022.
Yes, it is. How was your 2022? How was your New Year? What did you guys do? What have you guys been up to? What is going on? Give us details. Give us details, ladies. Tell us. Yes. Tell our viewers and our subscribers what is happening in our lives. What's going on, Lorna? How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Me, what has happened?
You got married.
Yeah, in October.
We all know that.
Yeah. So I've been married 3 months. Yeah, nothing much has changed in those 3 months. I think saitu ni kuhustle kutafuta do. That's basically what I'm doing. I have a few projects that I'm hoping to kick off. And I'm hoping for the money to come in so that they can kick off when I need it to. But other than that, I'm just glad to be here. I've missed this girl so much. so much. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay, so how are your cats?
Oh, they're
What's happening
cute
with your
as
meows? You guys follow
ever.
Lorna's cats.
Yeah, Kathy and Shekan, I'll put them.
Follow Kathu and Sheka.
Yeah.
So handsome.
They're just cute. Kathy still has anxiety, as usual.
Sorry.
And Shekan is just the usual boy cat. But they're doing great. I think right now they're like turning 5 this year.
Yeah.
So they're big boys.
Maybe
Times
if we take him
7.
outside and stuff.
Times
and stop
7.
Reduce the anxiety. I saw it.
He almost died here that day when I brought him.
almost
You didn't
died?
see? He was running away in his
Not
bag.
literal dying.
He needs to stay inside. Anyway, I bought bags to socialize them, but have I even done it? I've done it like twice. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Parents, any parents out there, please, if you have any advice for Lorna and helping her little cats with anxiety.
Where
us
can I
know.
get CBD oil for cats? I think that would help him with his anxiety. Yeah.
Okay. Shiki, how are you? What's going on with you?
I'm so glad 2021 is over. It was such a disgusting year. I'm hoping 2022 is better. Let's just dive right into
Yeah,
it.
let's get into it. Was that disgusting?
Great year for me. I don't have very many good things to say about it. 2022, I'm hoping it's better. I'm working towards it being better. Happy to be back on set. Now is when I feel like we've started working. It's like now we are back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, although we got back to work last week. Yeah, happy to see the girls. We have nice big plans. I have nice big plans. Just hoping for the best this year.
Yeah.
Since we left you, I think Shiloh turned 1.
Oh yes, I have a 1-year-old.
Cutest.
She's walking. She's talking. She's very noisy. My children are in good health. Shazi is also fantastic. She told me she wants to be a ballerina when she grows up.
Hey.
Then she asked me what I want to be when I grow up.
like, I'm grown up. I'm
This
being
is me. I am me. So I just told her what a content creator is. I don't think she really knew what I
To do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And how is the big baby?
My firstborn
How's your
or my
firstborn?
middle child?
Yeah,
My firstborn is fine.
Which is terrible. Sorry, he's not. How is your husband?
My husband is
How is your
fine.
partner? How is your life
Partner
partner?
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have big plans this year.
Oh.
Our middle child is also fine. Mamba is doing great.
Okay.
Yeah. I think my people are okay.
Okay.
There's not much else.
Good. Okay. Jules, how have you been?
I've been great. By the time this comes out, actually, I just published my first video in a long time on my
Hey, subscribe to my tiny little channel.
So it was basically a life update, which I already did there.
Okay.
In detail for 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, because since I think it was August when I joined Debunk Women, Debunk Media, since then I've only uploaded one video. Yeah. Because my time, guys, let me tell you, content creation is work. And if it looks easy, it means we're doing a good job. Because we're making it look easy.
Yes.
It's not. It's not. And bringing yourself in front of the camera every time and, adopting a certain character, maybe you're not feeling in the mood that day, or you can't say some things because it's too much in the public, whatever arena. Yeah, so, but I'm happy to be back. Over 25 for me is my anchor. It's like when Over 25 is working, I feel like all my other content projects, even if they're on hold, I don't feel bad. So I'm happy that we're back.
Good.
You, Ivy?
Me.
How's 2021?
2021 was good, honestly. No, I wouldn't lie. I fucking enjoyed 2021, and I cannot wait for 2022. Like, this is gonna be a bigger year for me. And I like thinking in abundance, guys. I think people know that by now. I like thinking in abundance, so I'm really just projecting big things for me this year. Big money. Thank you, Julia. Big things. Big money. I told these girls, well, we had a strategy meeting. Was it last week or something? I told them my goal in terms of money by the end of this year, and they're like, yeah. They're like, are you serious? What are you saying? And like, I honestly can't. I have to fucking do it. It's because I like the soft life. I have 2 children. I have bills. I like to travel. So I just have to.
So you have to make the money
to
do all those things.
So yes, declare it.
I have to make the money. So
Manifest.
other than that, my kids are good. School is good. They are turning 5 this year. That's such a big age, and their vocabulary is growing like by 10 words a minute. It's actually beautiful to see. And one milestone we have is nowadays they pray. Akimi, I didn't teach them prayer. They learn in school.
They learn in school.
They learn in school. And it was so just one time Taipei was like, thank you, Jesus. We thank you to help us remember our password. Amen. Such a cute prayer.
Those are kids of technology.
What is the password?
I was like, oh, my sweet baby. That was such a cute prayer.
That is the cute.
Yeah, but I'm guiding them in terms of what prayer might mean and stuff, just so that, I think that's my update. So before we carry on, I want to remind everybody, if this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere here. It's there. Hit the subscribe button. Please like this video. We are not yet even halfway through, but start liking it. Leave us comments. Tell us how excited you are, and also share, of course, what happened between 2021 and 2022 when we left you. You can see from the title we are discussing as our personal survival guide for the year 2022. What we learned from 2021. What we're going to leave in 2021 and what it is that we're going to now carry into 2022 to help us survive better. And we hope that you will be able to relate and also use our guidelines and our tips to survive the year 2022.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, as Shiko said, hers was a disgusting year. So I hope you have proper survival tips. So I think
it was disgusting.
Yeah, like disgusting.
Like you can never tell what's going on.
Like I remember you went through a few things.
Yeah. I can say it is the worst year of my adult life.
What?
Yeah. Like in adulting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
whole year.
In general.
In
If we look at
general.
years.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a bad year.
Oh, babe, I didn't know. Fuck, you held it together.
Yeah. Whenever.
Try to. Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Oh,
You
we
don't know
knew,
what
but
your
we
friend-
didn't know how
The
bad.
extent,
Yeah.
I think, as you know what
you
you
don't know
give
the
us the highlights.
Yes.
But then there's in-betweens. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day you're hurting and
There's the
hurting.
in-between
I
when
can't
you know
call you
when
every
you're
day I'm
away from
feeling
people.
sad.
Of course
I only call you
not.
when the things are...
Yeah, and even when you're going through it, even you feel tired of telling people, yeah, today is another bad day.
Don't I know?
Oh, Jules, I know you're my sister in that.
Yeah, I
You
know.
really, you get tired of telling
You're just
people.
like, why didn't
You're
you
like,
tell me? My
imagine
nigga,
it's
I've
still
told
the
you, I've been through this shit so many times.
It's still the same, yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Shiki, I'm so sorry. No, I'm
I'm
feeling
sorry.
sorry. All the times I would call you with my own problems and as in, Shiki's our sunshine. She's
no.
and so your light was dimming this whole time and then
That's where my sunshine went to die.
What?
My friend
2021 is where her sunshine went to die. So it's like a
Okay, we need to get you
Okay,
some
we need to
sunshine this
bring
year.
back the sunshine.
No, we know sunshine is found in the pocket.
Yeah.
That brings a bit of sunshine. But aside from that, like my relationships and whatever were fine. They were fine. Yeah.
I want to put emergency lines for people who are struggling mentally, for free counselling. Somebody just shared with me a post. I mean, something to share on IG, which I shared today. There are services that are free because,
Free ones.
I think it's AAR. I'll share it in the description box of this video.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, therapy and these things are so expensive right now, but at least we have them available.
Yeah.
There's a time where it was not even a thing in Kenya. I think my only issue now I might have is that some of these therapists, I'm like, are you actually trained? Because it's so new in Kenya. Sometimes I'm like, do you have experience with, for example, suicidal thoughts or depression or addiction or it's just, you just want to make me, just want to tell me, just pray at night.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
And then it's always been a rich people thing. Like rich people have always been able to access therapy, family therapy, but like what about the rest of us?
5K a session is expensive.
That's a lot, man.
And the best therapist I really wanted her, she's 7.
And then how many times you go?
Once a week. So that's 30K a month.
That's a lot.
But you start with, I think sometimes you even go twice, like the first.
Yeah, you can do every 2 weeks.
No, I mean, you go
twice
twice
a
a
week.
week, like the first session, sometimes. But
Yeah.
usually, I know they say start with once a week for at least a month. Then you can do bi-weekly.
Okay.
Anyway, we are going to...
All right.
We're talking about survival tips.
How to
survive.
Really, we have a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
Because deeper the wounded, deeper the roots.
Yes.
Beyonce.
Hey.
That song is Nile. Deeper the wounded.
Hey, I like that
deeper
song.
the
There.
roots.
It
Song with
has-
Kendrick. Oh, it
yes.
has gems. Those lyrics.
It has some lyrics there.
So in 2022, sorry ladies, in 2022, you should be mindful of overindulgence. Julia.
Yeah. That was my point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we've gone straight into our tips to surviving 2022.
Yeah.
Be mindful of overindulgence. Food, alcohol, social media, sex, weed, because that's
Other hard drugs.
There's a drug culture in Nairobi now that's really, really, I don't know what's going on. But because what COVID has shown me is, and I think I talked about this on my personal tiny little channel, but I didn't, I'm speaking about it differently now. The fact that we didn't have to wake up in the morning and be up by 5:36. You could work from home. For people who had to go to work, it gave, I think to an extent it made a lot of people productive. There's a lot of people who say, oh, I feel like I'm producing more because I only work the 5 or 6 hours that I really would be productive, rather than sitting in the office for 8-9 hours and then you're in traffic for 2 hours. So you're just productive for the 4-5 hours and you're more productive. But there's a flip side, because there are some people there are companies who they were cutting people's salaries. And there are some people who they didn't have any other form of connection other than the people in the office. So working from home for them was very depressing. And then there are some people who work was their anchor, like to tell them, wake up and go. I can't be out drinking on a Wednesday because I have work on Thursday. But now when people are working from home,
You can be hanged as you're
guys can be hanged as you're working. You don't have to wake up at, if work starts at 9, you wake up at 8:50.
You don't have to switch on your camera.
You don't have to switch on your
The number of
camera.
meetings I've had in a towel and get hair. You don't have to switch on your camera.
Yeah, you don't have to present yourself a certain way. And then just the whole mood of COVID. It was a 2020 and 2021 were kind of depressed.
Pandemic.
So there was a lot more drinking. So for me, I just just be aware, and don't judge yourself for who you are when you're in those sad moments. Don't be like, oh, I'm such a piece of shit. Nah, you're human. But now ask for guidance to be better, honestly. Yeah, so just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. And if you feel like that's happening to you, I just want to let you know, you're not alone. A lot of us feel like, for me, for sure, I felt like my social media use was not the best. I used, literally, babe, I'd go on my phone, and I'm like, 10 minutes later, I'm like, what did I come to do on the phone?
Yep.
Because now I'm in an IG portal.
Yeah, and you have taken it to check out message.
Yeah. Even me, I automatically open IG. Even when I'm trying not to go.
Yeah, and those are things for me I noticed. Because I remember when I used to work and sit in the office. Do you know I used to be on IG like maybe once or twice a day.
Yeah.
Now I've opened IG at least 10-15 times a day.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
My
screen time has gone up so much. Another thing is my socialization, going out. And I don't mean just partying. Since partying, I've always been a party girl. I mean, that's what
Party girls.
But like, I would never, for example, if you tell me, let's go do cocktails on a Tuesday, I'd be like, nah.
That's true.
I used to always wait till Friday. That has always been me. But now, during COVID, I'd be like, it's okay, cool. Then you're like, curfew has reached, let me even sleep here. I'm in your house because it's 7. And we still, the vibes have started.
The tequila shots are more.
Yeah, so I'm just like, guys,
Aki coffee was made for people like us. Me sometimes I wish to go to bed.
I
am ungovernable. Coffee used to govern the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
But no, babe, because now what curfew made us do is that, let's go, we meet at midday. Why are we meeting? I'm like, why are you meeting at midday? And it's a plan for 6 p.m. You know curfew and then what?
Because we get lit and then by 8 we are going home. Lit.
Babe, honestly.
The curfew was lifted on the week of my birthday. October. The curfew I ended October in Naivasha. I was telling you,
by the way, this chick called me. I called you on Instagram. And then I'm on my way back from Naivasha. I'm like, from where?
How?
Where did you go? I mean, in this group, when you travel, even if you're going to Naivasha, even if you're going to Limuru, you say Limenda Limuru.
It's only Kathy who says that, I'm in San Francisco.
The last conversation we had is, I'm going to meet my friend for a drink.
Then I'll come back. I even capture some for you.
Man, I love what Julia has said, and I have a question, babe. In terms of practical tips for someone who, after watching this, they've realized, shit, I am overindulging in alcohol or on my phone. I am addicted to something. What do you think we can tell them to maybe distract them? How can we help them? Like, what can they do?
That is a question that a professional needs to answer, because addiction is addiction. But I don't think, what I'm saying is like some of these things are not yet to the point of addiction, but they are behaviors that are now becoming patterns.
Yeah.
So, for me, the first thing is recognize and then look for people who are in the same mindset. If you feel, if I'm telling my girls, hey guys, I think we need to, slow down on A, B, C, D. Yeah. If they are not aligned, they are not aligned. So
accountable.
You have to I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
I like that.
All I'm saying is that if you're seeing that there's an issue, fuck, I don't even know.
I know, like,
because you see, the thing is, sorry, babe, what I'm saying is, I don't think you can get over these things if you don't have support. And I mean support, I mean other people. So it can be support maybe from a therapist, support from church, support from a counselor, support from home. So like for me, maybe I would say, if you know you want to be able to be home by 10 because curfew was 10, have an alarm at 8:30, 9:30, 9:45, and they're all like, go home, leave. That's what I used to do. Because you find yourself, I feel like there was such a desire for people to connect last year. Maybe it was too much. We were always like, let's hang out.
And it was aggressive.
We need to meet. There's a mass pain in this world. We're all going through some shit.
I think people really December this year. Because people skipped December.
Last year.
Yeah.
And then there was no curfew.
Double. It's crazy.
Even I didn't see it early last year because of my small baby. But second half of the year, even me, my behavior was like, this is what guys were talking about last year. Because I didn't experience it last year.
You were pregnant.
Yeah.
I became a sherehe girl.
I thank God that it happened in the year I was pregnant.
Slay.
We all suffered.
No, I think it's because now the kids have grown a bit. Yeah. You were going through double stress because it was twins.
Yeah. And I would like to add to that. I think just because of people going through it, I feel like cyberbullying has become worse. Because people are just seated at home, they're hurting, you're on social media where no one can see you, and they're just writing trash on people's pages. Not even mine. Like, I've seen this even on news digital channels and stuff, and you're like, what? Like, Yeah, I don't
It's
like
not
that
right. They're
stuff.
maybe transferring their hurt to
Yeah,
other
you
people.
can clearly see, mtu hako poa. So social media is where they can rant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool, yeah. And of course, if you drop a bad habit, always replace it with a good one. You can't just drop a habit,
Yeah.
try and replace it with a good one. So like for me, when I realize I'm partying too much now, I'm really trying to be consistent in the gym. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's your
I'm really,
replacement.
that's my replacement for this year. I'm
your
making a
anchor
promise to
plan.
myself.
Your anchor
That's
plan.
my anchor plan.
Your anchor plan, you need to tie it to money. If you miss gym, you lose money. You will not do things if there's no money
That's
there.
true.
So we need to tell Shiv.
No, but they even made a bet that she lost.
I really
A money
lost.
bet.
A money bet.
Continue, then
She
increase
was made a lot
the
of
stakes.
money.
Increase the stakes. If you think you'd miss an over 25 shoot day because you were partying, you would never.
No.
Because you know there's 3 chicks will give you
she'll
very
come
bad
and
eyes.
suffer. She'll just come
She'll
and
come here and
I'll
suffer.
come and
here.
suffer. Like I'm suffering now.
Like today.
Like I'm suffering right fucking now.
So make
That's
sure
true.
you're the one who knows this thing for
That's
rewards.
true.
Your reward, if you're like, tomorrow is okay, babe.
It's because you see the thing about the gym is it's tied to my health wealth. So remember there's 4 types of wealth: time, social, physical, and money. So it's tied to my physical wealth. Like health is wealth. So for me, it is a money thing because if I look good and whatever, again, if you invest in yourself, people invest
But
in you.
those are long things. It needs to feel pain tonight, today. Then I'm losing money today. If you miss one gym, it won't now make you ugly.
No, not like that. Yeah, not like that. But okay, I get you. I get you. But it's the same thing with all investments, though. They take time. Okay, wow. That was point number 1.
And that was all.
That was all. But we are beautiful. And yeah, we missed it. Okay, next episode. See ya.
See ya.
See ya. All right. Recognize when you're struggling mentally and figure out how to cope.
That was me who said that. Only because I think there's a time last year, because Julia and I both have anxiety. There's a time last year I think I'd asked Jules how do you manage? Because sometimes it can get in the way of your day and you have things to do.
Yeah.
Because I remember that day I had a busy work day and my anxiety was at a level that I have never felt. So I was asking her how to cope. And we had a long conversation about how she manages herself, how I manage myself. And that's why I'd put that point there because it's not the same. It's not the same. The way she reacts on her anxious days versus the way I do is a bit different. Which is why I said it's good to recognize what's happening with you. It is a bad day, it is anxiety, it is what. Know that this is what has happened and figure out how to cope. Because you can't miss work every single time you're feeling off. Even Jules has told us here, I think she was like, I don't want to lead the episode because today I'm having a bit of
an anxious day.
Yeah, she was having an anxious day. So I think it's important to take note of the issues, even if it's not just, I'm not just saying anxiety, whatever it is that you feel makes you feel stuck in coping, identify it and find a way to cope.
I have self-sabotaging tendencies, man.
I do that as well sometimes.
That's serious fucking self.
I do that as
What
well.
does
Like
what is self-sabotage?
Babe, like where you know you have a deadline but you miss it. Where you know you have a meeting at 11 at 10:59 is when you're brushing your hair.
But why?
You've got you have an email, someone has told you, send your rate card. Something very easy to do.
But you take
sit on
long.
it.
But
You
why
just
do you
don't-
self-sabotage?
Okay, I have a whole form. Okay, you know I
No,
stopped
what
going
I'm
to therapy.
asking, you
I forgot
see the way
what
you
it
see
was.
the way you said,
Yeah.
me I self-sabotage.
Yeah.
So I'm
in
asking,
relation
what triggers you to self-sabotage?
I think it's tied back to my imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
It's tied back to my imposter syndrome and my fear of failure and my perfectionism and whatever. So I end up self-sabotaging.
You're like,
It's
let me
very
just not do
weird.
it at all.
Yeah.
Let me not start it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, anyway.
And then you're sitting there and you're in a burning fucking room, but
Yes.
this
Yeah.
is fine, you know,
Yeah.
like this is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't fucking get it. So again, man, okay, I need to go back to therapy. That lady really used to help me. Because when I realized that's what I do, and then when she gave me the homework, and I was like, oh, this is what I need to do to help myself with this fucking
prevent
self-sabotage
self-sabotage,
tendencies. Yeah. And I think she taught me to set like goals, like these immediate goals you're saying, set 2 little goals and act immediately. So she was saying, she asked me, for example, what is something that you need to do and you've not done? So I told her something like start my investment club. She's like, and what do you need to do right now to start that? Make a call to have a meeting. Make that call. Right now when we're in therapy, make that call. And I did, and I set a meeting. Like, you see, keep doing small things like that to avoid your self-sabotaging tendencies. So something like that. So
So the tip there is go for therapy.
I swear to God.
and or call a friend.
Or call a friend.
Yeah.
I need to send, there's a breathing exercise that I heard about on a podcast I was listening to, and the name of the podcast is Feel Better, Live More. Because if you feel better, you live more, not more,
not
but
longer.
Not longer, more. Yeah, wide breadth of experiences. Yeah, so Feel Better, Live More, and it's hosted by a doctor called Dr. Rangan Chatterjee from the UK. I love him to bits. His podcast episodes are so informative. So he had this guy on who was talking about a short breathing exercise. It literally takes 20 seconds.
It's very quick.
And it has so many positive benefits to you. And this guy who, he came from the world of hardcore medicine. And he was like, he didn't see the link between psychology and like, you know, your leg paining. It's like your leg is paining because you fell down or there's infection, not because you're mentally stressed out and it's messing up with your immunity and then which is affecting so many other things. So I will share the link to that in the description box of this video. And they say you only do it twice a day. Imagine it just takes like 10 seconds because like it's a breathing exercise. Yeah, it's a breathing.
4, 7, 8.
Yeah, 4, 7, 8. Do it 4 times, no more than that, twice a day.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're supposed to keep doing it. And they say the benefits are different at different stages. Or the frequency is different. Because I remember you said, especially in the first month, don't do it more than those 2. Yeah. And then now, I can't remember the explanation, but after like a month or after doing it for a while, now you start to
Have you been doing
feel the benefits. Sometimes I only do it when I'm feeling...
No, you should do it every day. And we're supposed to be accountability partners, babe. Because even me today, I did it today morning. But I was thinking, shit, I haven't done it in a week. The first time I heard about it, I did it every day. But then I just...
Even me.
And yet, babe, it takes 15 seconds to do that thing.
You can literally just sit on your
bed. You can do it in the bed, you can do it in the car.
Before you leave the bed.
Yes.
You can do it in
I
the
like
car.
that it's short.
It's so short. It's not like a 10-minute meditation. You can do it in traffic.
Not crash your car.
Yeah, so let's be accountable to one another. We'll be doing it morning and night.
Morning and night.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. You know what I'm also saying? We need to check on our strong friends. These 2 strong friends here. Even that one is a strong friend, that one.
This one, she doesn't even tell us her problems.
In fact, this corner of the room.
This corner of the room doesn't talk about her problems.
Check on your strong friends in 2022, you guys. They're the ones who are nini.
Yeah.
If you're bad with money, get a locked account. Who told us that one?
That was mine. That hack has helped my life, especially during COVID, where my money is so... It's not monthly anymore, so it just comes whenever it comes. So I've learned to like put aside whatever it is, like 10% of that, I lock it on M-Shari.
Yeah.
And that thing, at the 52nd week, you should see how much, I'm just like,
Delicious.
because you totally cannot...
So you did the 52-week challenge last year?
I always do the 52-week challenge.
What's a 2-week challenge?
It's via Safaricom, so it's in your M-Pesa, you can lock money. Like you save it, and then now you can't touch it until 52 weeks. So you set a duration.
And you can
keep
adding.
The others, it's not always 52 weeks. You
Yeah.
can do short term or whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I do the 52-week one so that the reward is greater.
Yeah.
So because for me, I realized I feel like I need that kind of pressure to save money. Otherwise, many for the person I like to like everyone.
So sweet.
Spending.
Yeah.
So that thing has really just come through for me. I'm not sure if there's any other. Maybe I do.
I wanted to add to that because that works for you because you have an irregular income and I think it's good. But if you have a regular income, just go to the bank and get a standing order. It is going to take you 20 minutes. I know it's tedious to go to the bank.
Yeah, but that's one time.
Even me to have a standing order, then I removed it obviously when I left where I was working and now I'm back on that tip.
Employment train.
Yes, and you split it however you split it. You're like, by the 5th of every month, take out 10K from here, 5K from here, and they just go. By the end of 2 years, you have nice money.
Exactly. It's called automate your savings.
Automate it.
Automate
So it's not you going and now removing money. And no, when the salary hits your account, it automatically goes to those bank accounts. And you can't touch that money. They say you can remove it once, but if you remove again, you have to pay.
Exactly.
And it takes a long process, which is good.
That's a good tip, Lorna. For me, I think one of my tips to add on to yours in terms of surviving 2022 is invest in financial education. Invest in learning about how to make your money work for you and where to put it and where to save it.
But where are we investing? In Centonomy?
Where do we learn?
Like, or where do you learn? Talk to financial advisors, for
That's what I'm
example.
saying.
There's Africa's Pocket that also has like a guide.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to also educate you. Come to Money Monday and do that, but also there is a project I am working on where I'll be able to actually educate you. You can even go to LinkedIn Learning. Even Skillshare can teach you about investments. If you go, for example, even to the CBK website, learn about stocks. There's so many bloggers out here that are doing these things.
And
Right now, I'm obsessed with crypto.
Can you, when we
You
are
can go to YouTube, talk to Momo about crypto, go to Binance. Yellow Card, have an academy. The Africa Blockchain Center. Like, guys, there's so much information around there.
Slay, and all these places you're sending us,
Yeah.
they break it down in a way that you and I can,
Yes.
like we can understand.
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, immediately, I think I promised
'Cause
you
I think
guys a
that's the
meeting with
one-
my wealth manager.
Yes, you did.
That's one of the first places we can go to because we're different here. So Lorna prefers to save in Mshwari because she's low risk. I think you have a low risk appetite. You don't want to,
Yeah, I have a
even
low
you.
risk appetite.
Me right now, where I've reached, I'm so tired of low risk. I'm ready for something more. And something more means I need to understand what it is that I'm investing
before you
in.
go lose
Yeah. Exactly. Even things like, I'm about to purchase land and that type of stuff, but I'm educating myself first before I do those things. So if you want to survive 2022, don't follow trends at your friend is doing this, so you're doing it. Educate yourself around money first. Talk to Susan Wanjiko. She's here on YouTube, by the way, and her videos get a ton of views. There's a wealth of information. Even me, I leave links. In 2022, I promise over 25, we'll be leaving the links.
Leave the
We
link.
keep promising. Aye. Another thing I want to mention around money, and something I learned last year, I met a wealthy man who told me he does not budget for his money and he does not save any money. That's his money philosophy. So I asked him, okay, so what do you do? He says he takes risks and his mentality is to make more money. So he focuses on making more money. Guys, my mind was blown. My mind was completely blown. That's why
it's the same thing you keep on saying. If you call for it on it 2 times.
Exactly.
He doesn't have a scarcity mentality.
At all. And that's a mentality. That's something I want to tell guys for 2022. So long as you're thinking, think big. So right now, I'm obsessed. Not obsessed because you're not supposed to have an obsessive whatever with money.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm focusing now on making 10 times, 20 times more, as opposed to thinking, okay, when I get this, I must put aside 50% first. So I'm like, so how do I get 10 times more first? And I think that's a survival tip for 2022.
Okay. But I think
you're going.
Sorry.
No, saying your journey is going to be so specific to you. There's so many things you're learning and picking.
Yeah.
You're going through a mental. For you, this is actually a mental paradigm shift for you.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's another way to learn about money. Hang around people who have it.
Definitely.
They are so open and willing to teach you. I don't know, just hang around people who make it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't take advice from people who are not doing are not where you want to be.
Yeah.
That was it for me.
I wanted to say,
yes, baby.
I think it's a very thin line.
Yeah.
That scarcity mentality.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like there's people who be like, Ivy said, don't, and they'll go spending all their money. You get. So I'm just like, how do you differentiate between that, like, the way you're saying hold on to money so that more can come, or like, I feel like there are people who will be like, okay, so we've said that you don't hold on to that money, make sure that, I will just repeat what you've said, that when you hold on to the money, it comes back to you.
No, it's me who was saying, if you hold on to money so tightly, you're in a scarcity mentality. So you hold on to
Like
it,
no other money will
no other money will
Exactly.
come.
Your attitude is it's not enough.
Yeah, but if you have the chant, this chant Anita sent to us, I listen to it almost every day. This ching 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 is
Money
the
follow
chant
me.
says ching 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 goes the money tree, and every time it chings, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly from the top, left, right, and under me. Wave, wave, wave. I'm a money wave. So it's like. As money is coming in, money will still go.
Yeah.
But money is always coming.
Yeah.
I think that's the scarcity mentality. Abraham Hicks said this. I'm just gonna do it's related. I promise.
Our first Abraham Hicks of the year.
Yes. She's like, everything you've asked for, the universe has it in abundance. The same way you have air in abundance. So there's no way you can look at me and say, oh, I'm holding on to this air and I'm just going to use very little of it because I don't know if there's more coming. You breathe there, you breathe because you know there's oxygen and you'll be fine. And everything else is like that. But we don't know.
Including money.
Okay.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
Imagine the money is available to you the same way air is available to you. That for me
There's
was
enough
like,
out here for
real.
everybody.
For real. Yeah. But I get your question. You're like, you can't say, okay, it's
What about people who don't even have that enough
So what I
money
think
to
I
say
was
that.
trying to say is that it's a mental thing first. It is a mental thing first. It's a mentality first.
Yeah.
And the money you have will only match where you are mentally, vibrationally.
That's true. That's true.
If you're in a state of abundance, abundance will be in your life. If you're in a state of scarcity, scarcity will be your reality. But unfortunately, these things are not our fault. These are things we see our parents doing, things we see since we were kids.
Yeah.
You know, every time you come here, you think we have money. How much money have you spent? So you start getting subconscious cues that money is scarce and money has to be hidden and you cannot discuss, you know. So by the time you're an adult, somebody's telling you, you have scarcity mentality. You're like, motherfucker, what other mentality is there? That is the mentality. So just tap into that, I guess, is what I use.
And you know what Jules has said? You know that you said we saw our folks doing blah, 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 blah. You also transfer your energy to your children. You know, if money is scarce and your kid is like, oh, I need a new, and you're like, where do you think the money will come from? And then that's just you transferring your current energy to your kid.
That's true.
So you grow up, your child will grow up thinking the same. And like,
sorry. And in hindsight, I think that's what, because I'm always on TikTok, there's this thing they always do, like, play this sound, you'll get money. Oh, guys, actually, I played this sound and I saw a wallet across the road and I went and it had so much money. And guys keep doing that and they keep getting stuff. So it's the exact thing. That's science. Like, don't think just think that money is coming.
The same way you're able to attract a cup of coffee because you're like, oh, I'm going to test this law of attraction. Like, oh, I'll attract a cup of coffee. And then somebody says like, oh, we're going to have coffee, I'll buy for you. So according to Abraham, it's like that's the same. It's the same amount of effort to attract a big house. It's just that we have subconscious beliefs. We know it's easier to attract a coffee, so we don't have resistance.
So you feel like the house is too big.
Yeah, the house is too big, and how will I get there? How can I? So you build blocks along the way.
Okay, I get
but even if those blocks are there, it doesn't mean they cannot be removed. They cannot. It's now just going. Guys, that's a conversation for like another day.
Because we would have seen about thinking big. I like that you mentioned blocks. What I've seen about thinking big is that somehow it's not about energy, but somehow your mentality and the things that you do, the steps that you take, are building blocks towards you achieving that goal. And you don't realize when you're doing it.
You don't.
It doesn't happen occur to you. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is a block.
Because how the universe works, guys. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but just hear me out. You ask for something. God, I want a new car. You're not given a car. And first of all, so what you're given is problems to solve. So you might find yourself in a situation where, oh, this has happened, and you're complaining. Okay, you solve this, but somewhere along the way, 2 years later, you're like, if this didn't happen, I wouldn't have gotten this car. You understand?
Yes.
So those are those blocks. So the way this yin and yang of the universe is, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys. We are given problems to solve, but if we are mentally stressed about the problem, we continue to attract other issues that are in a vibrational match with the problem. So we get more problems. So it's a bit of a tricky one. I don't know why God designed it that way, but He did. And so the point is, when you see problems come into your life, especially once you're like, this has nothing to do with me, you're driving, somebody hits you, you're like, fuck! Oh my God! Yet you don't know it's the building block to something else. Because you maybe have to now maybe even ask for a loan. And then maybe you need to learn about this. And then maybe you need to go and do this. And then eventually that leads to that, and you're like, then you get the car. And by the time you get the car you've asked for, it'll be such a where you will be in that point in your life, the car won't appear today when you pray for it today. It'll come, you're able to do this, you're able to acquire a loan, you're able to pay for this, then you're able to get more this, then you get the car. So by the time you get in the car, you're like, of course I got the car because I've been working so hard. But the problems were put in front of you for you to solve so you can get what you want. So the thing is, the lesson is, the takeaway is, when the problems are there, say, this is the beginning of a solution for something. It's the mentality. So that we don't continue attracting more circumstances and situations that are in line to the problem. Problems are beginnings of solutions for something else, but let's not attract more of them. And I should probably take my own advice, but it has helped me. For me, I would never have, like, where I am financially now, I think it started with this thing of releasing. But I think I was at a place where I didn't give a fuck. I was like, so I think that's letting go. It was like, oh, okay. You have a vibrational match to this money.
I love it.
Yeah, so
I love it.
Oh, this is so great. Even as Julia is talking, I'm like, that's how I got my car. My salary was not paid for 3 months where we were working, where we all working. Yeah, and that was my down payment for my car. Because once it came, I didn't really need it.
Yeah.
So also I managed to make a down payment. And at the time, I'm like, oh my God.
You're just thinking, what the hell?
I don't have money.
Even relationships that fail, relationships that are successful, somebody who passes away, all these things, they are not against you. The universe is actually constantly conspiring for you, not against you.
Yeah.
Whether you've done something bad or something good, either way you're on the path. You don't really fall off the path.
Yeah.
But there are tools to keep you more in alignment rather than out of alignment. So negative situations, the takeaway is that negative circumstances and situations are not always what they seem. They're not always negative. So if you can shift the mindset to when a new problem comes, it's probably the solution for something that will make life so much more easier. And mind you, when you get that car, let me tell you, now you'll be thinking of getting a bigger car.
Yeah.
And you get the bigger car, now you'll be like, now I need to go and buy a swimming pool. Like there's always another thing you want. You never get there.
Yeah.
So this is where you're at. This is where you should find happiness, and then the other things will come because you're in alignment. Am I making sense?
You are beautifully
You are
said.
making perfect sense.
Beautifully articulated. I love that. Beautiful survival guide for 20.
I
20.
think we can leave.
I think we can leave, guys. It's a wrap.
And these things take time. Because even me, there are areas in my life which I'm able to attract easily. But there are other areas in my life I can't because I have so much resistance in that area. So the thing you probably want the most, if you really look at it, it's probably the thing you don't have. Because you have created so much resistance in that area. It's like the coffee and the house analogy.
Yeah.
So the thing, it's ironical. The thing you really want is the thing you really don't have. And it's the one that's giving you the most hell. But that is because that is going to, the joy of your, when you achieve it, that's like, it's in line with your purpose. That thing that you want so much. So don't be so scared that things are not working out in the thing that you want so much. Work on changing your mentality towards that circumstance.
I love
like
it. Someone here said, prioritize. To survive 2022, prioritize taking care of your body. Gym, facials, rest.
I think that was me, yeah.
But I think especially the rest in camps. I mean, that's you.
Bruh. Me, I'm telling you, we had more time to sleep last year, but I was so tired because my social battery was constantly charged. I was always doing this, doing that, going this, you know. I was in a relationship last year, and and so because of that, you know, you're in a relationship with everything and things are new. It's like you going out and doing things and doing this. But I feel like we were overextending ourselves because now this thing of being at home, Aki babe, it was too much. So I remember I was wondering, why am I always tired? But you know, I was thinking maybe actually I have a deficiency. There's a friend of mine who went to get a full body checkup and he was told he's vitamin D deficient, something like that. Because he was like, I'm always tired. And last year, that's what I was feeling, But me, I think it was stress and then also just doing the most and trying to do everything to make money. I'm like, I'll do this, then I'll do over 25, then I'll do this, then I'll do that, then and then it's like by the time that time for recharging, you're spending it going out and having drinks with people, and that's supposed to be your time. I just felt mentally drained the whole of last year. I was feeling a lot of more than usual. So for me, I want to prioritize rest, and that means the sacrifice is my social people because you people are making me tired.
You come closer to us, just
you people are making me tired. But it's me who is making myself tired, not you guys. You understand? I'm scared of that because I think maybe I was feeling because I used to live so far from everybody. Any opportunity to leave, like, I have to go because I'm now close. You know, when you're close to people, you're like, they're just down the road. We can so me, I was always looking for a plan because this thing of staying at home, isolating yourself, it was not good for me. So now I want to go back to prioritizing myself. I want to start exercising a bit more. That one went out of the window. I don't know when I'll start, but it will start too.
You are a veteran here.
Man, I was back in the day, but then life happened. Honestly, it was, my anxiety and depression started around that time. So I used to struggle to go to the gym. For me, my gym was not my escape. I couldn't get myself to the gym. So I was like, I gave up on it all. To work on my wellness, which I think it helped.
It's still
and it's not like I gained weight, so that's because I do fasting.
We saw you in your 31st dress. You saw what she was wearing for
so
Rona's birthday.
Wait.
Rona's birthday.
Put that picture here.
You meant 31st. I thought you meant my 31st birthday. So I was like, what did I wear? Oh yes.
Yeah, I hate that dress.
Our birthday is in a few weeks. Michelle, what are we doing?
I'm so stressed.
Why are you stressed?
I even told them I'm not celebrating this year.
You're celebrating. You always say that and then we celebrate.
That's this one.
That's
that
me.
Was her
That
last
was
year.
me last year.
Yeah,
and I just
she
didn't
really
feel like,
resisted.
I was like, well, what am I celebrating?
Yeah, you can say
What's the
that.
plan?
I was like,
What's
what
the plan? I'm not
am I
celebrating.
celebrating really? What was I celebrating? Anyway, I ended up celebrating for fucking month.
Well,
Jesus
a lot.
Christ.
Man,
A lot.
this
A
chick
lot.
My bank account was
Well,
dead.
I was like, what you're celebrating is life. She really likes
My
it.
friend.
She really
My friend, yeah. And to add on to what Julia is saying about taking care of your body, of course, there's things like drinking water, eating fruits. Guys, eat your fruits. Anyway,
it's not even fruits, vegetables,
Veggies.
eat
greens.
your fruits and vegetables.
And not just carrots and I mean green raw vegetables.
And cook them properly.
Yeah.
If you overcook them, you're not getting the
That's what I was going to
nutrients.
say.
Yeah.
Cook them properly. Don't overcook them.
Don't overcook them.
Greens, broccoli,
Our
stinky dog.
sisters
When they
are
turn green, yeah, man, guys, vegetables like me. Actually, that's another goal for me this year to increase my intake of greens. I used to do smoothies in London. Me, I remember TMI. My poop always used to be green, and my skin was so clear. And honestly, and I remember guys were getting sick during that when guys are leaving summer going into winter. Guys were sick in that house I was living, my aunt's house. Everyone has a home. Me, I didn't have a home. And my aunt was like, "It's because you're juicing every day." I always had ginger in my nini. So I just used to blend greens, celery, baby spinach, and then I'll put like an apple and a bit of pineapple for some sweetness. And I just take that in the morning.
Yeah.
And hey man, I think my gut was also very happy.
Yeah.
And I want to go back to that.
Thanks for reminding me about that because when I was pregnant
you were
for 1.5
pregnant.
years, I took.
Babe, do you remember how your hair was healthy?
I was so healthy.
Glowing.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And you know it's so easy because I have a nanny.
You
It's
have
as
a
simple as
nanny.
it. I don't even. I'm gonna do that. Can we hold each other accountable?
easy.
So we're green partners. You're partners with Shiki on
Mental
on
health,
anxiety.
breathing exercise.
And this one,
We'll find her.
checking
thing.
on our hardcore friend. We're going to this year. You wanna tell us your problem?
Lona never has problems.
leaving us.
I think she only tells shit.
Problem.
I check on your this one.
Doesn't have problems. It's like, she can, Kathy, you can. Everything's great. I got married. I'm so happy.
Mrs. Katsabaki.
Mrs. Gatsabaki. Lona, no problem.
No, just be like, even if it's money, she'll be like, I'm broke. Anyway, and she moves right on.
Yeah.
Me, I'm broke. I'm
As
just
we
like,
border upon you.
I can't breathe. You know?
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. I have a tip for surviving 2022. The other day I was going to visit my dermatologist. I have some fucking skin issues, and I met a nurse who I've known for some time. She helps me with my babies in uni. And she said she watches over 25. Oh, okay. She said she watches over 25. She's like, oh, you guys, good job. You're doing da, 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 da. I remember the episode around where we're saying our knees are noisy and our bodies are changing.
Yeah.
She was like, tell your followers, tell your subscribers to bask in the sun. Guys, when's the last time you act? She said, guys, that vitamin D thing you said. She said, guys, don't take time to bask in the sun.
In fact, in Kenya, we're
Especially
always
now-
running away from the
You're
sun.
always running away from the sun.
This
You
morning,
live in an
imagine
apartment,
me, I
you
bask.
rarely leave,
Yeah.
working from home.
Yeah.
Actively take time to go and sit in the sun and get
Exposed to the good sun.
the good sun.
That's what I
is a
do
good sun?
actually every
Morning
morning.
sun.
But
Morning
because
sun.
I'm also drying my hair from
Yeah.
sweat for the gym.
Yeah.
So I actively sit at my balcony mpaka nichomeke, like that 11 a.m., 10 a.m. sun. Because that's even when I get to go out to the cats to
Yeah.
have some sun,
Yeah.
then now I go inside. So it's a
Exactly.
habit only because of my hair, but I don't even think about the health benefits.
Yes.
But I know it's very important. Even at that time for COVID, I was like, go sit in the sun. It's very important.
Yeah, I remember Nona saying, make sure you go
Vitamin
outside.
D is very important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was told that, I was like,
thank
shit. You know, I could not remember the last time I went.
bask.
I had to tell myself I've gone to
Bask.
bask.
Me, I bask because of my babies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because and then but you take care, you see we take care of our babies. Make sure
Yeah.
they eat malenge
Yeah.
and we are you make sure you eat fruits.
Yeah, my
You make sure you
children-
sit in the sun, but then you yourself you can't do that.
You
for
can
them.
Yeah.
Guys,
catch me dead.
when a baby is born, the greens that are in the house, kuna malenge. You are blending, you are smashing this one,
I'm
and
telling
then
you,
whatever.
my kids drink fresh orange juice daily, my friend.
Yeah,
You know how much orange
You
is
know how
that?
much orange is fucking I drink packet juice. I'm like, I don't
So,
forget.
take care of yourself, even your self-love.
That is it,
Take care of yourself like you're a baby.
Yeah.
Imagine
That's
The
actually
way you
it.
would care
Drink
for your
that
baby.
orange juice with your children.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Instead of
the way you
whining.
talk to the baby, you don't shout, you just like talk to yourself the same way. You know, I never used to understand that analogy.
kind to
Ati,
yourself.
would you talk to yourself the way
Like
you talk
that.
to your friend? Then I'm
Yeah.
like, I love myself. I don't talk to myself like shit. I didn't get
Yeah.
it. It took long, like
Yeah.
literally, this thing clicked to me like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that reason.
Yes, like I was saying something and I was just like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? I said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then I caught myself. Then I said, would I ever tell Shiko, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, oh, that's what they meant. To be kinder to myself. Because I thought I'm kind to myself. Duh. I love me.
It's not voice, even if you don't project it.
You don't project it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck did they do? That's fucking stupid, man. Actually, that's dumb. I was very mature. And I'm like, I would never talk to my friends
I love
like
that
that.
you even saying that's dumb, whatever. Me, when I talk to myself badly, I say, you're dumb.
Oh.
You're an idiot. So it's very direct. Yeah, so I have to actually tell myself, it's not until that was, it's bad. I'm really working towards, I have very horrible negative self-talk. And there was a TikTok I watched where there was a guy saying, can you imagine spending 24 hours a day with someone who constantly talks down on you?
Yeah. And that's you.
I was like, fuck me.
Bruh. Let me tell you, 2022 is going to be a year of transformation.
It is.
This is my caterpillar year. Whatever you call it. Pupa, metamorphosis.
It was metamorphosis. So it starts with the egg, then it goes to the
lava, pupa, adult,
then adult.
larvae,
The butterfly.
egg, pupa, lava.
And then the butterfly. Yes.
Yeah. I like what you've said because I also wanted to say something you need to leave in 2021.
Yeah.
And moving into 2022 is also, like you were saying, talking badly to yourself. But I think also people who are constantly talking badly about themselves. Being in that environment around them. Like for me, I found that, like even for someone who's always like, when you ask them, how are you? Nico too. Like they're always just constantly not happy with themselves.
But if they're not happy when you ask them how are you, at least they're being honest. Because everything's good.
No, that's okay. That's okay, but it transfers to you.
Exactly.
The energy transfers to you. It does. So I'm not saying you stop talking to that person, but limit your time with that person because it transfers to you. You find yourself there someone like you just start becoming this person somehow. So protect yourself.
Protect your energy.
From that
That's
stuff.
actually so good. Wow, I never thought about it like that.
And I think even the frame of mind you are in, you can be susceptible to now that negative talking.
Yeah.
You know that you catch a fight. You know you can catch someone.
You can catch a fight.
You can catch
Couples and
someone's
stuff.
fight. A couple's fight.
I'm sorry, what do you mean catch a fight? Like then you catch a cold.
The way Lona and I are a couple, you and Ivy are a couple. So Lona and
Let's be honest.
I can you be serious? I'm serious. I love it. So Lona and I are fighting. Then we hook up. We come for over 25. We've been fighting and we're just here. We're just like, when you and Ivy go home, something will happen.
I swear to
you know
God,
when you catch
that
it?
happens.
I don't know how it happens.
That happens.
You just start talking to her. So I think you can also catch someone.
That energy.
You can. And this one I think is also directed to Shiko because you're super sunshine. Or me, for example, if I want to dump or something, please be free to tell me. But which you do. So maybe I'm advising someone else. Be free to tell me I don't have the capacity
for
this right now.
That's actually one of my goals this year. Being able to just remove myself.
You need to stand up for yourself. You absorb everybody.
Yeah, and also exactly what Ivy's saying. Because at times I'll listen to what you're saying. I'll listen to.
And also those stories are usually hot.
Yeah.
She did what?
Yeah. So I listen to your troubles, but me already have my troubles, and when they pile up on. Now I'm the one who's left there just like where do I go from
You're
there?
a dumpster now. Everything has been loaded on you. So people who are empaths and people who are sunshines, I mean, set boundaries with your people and say, imagine right now, I know you want to dump on me or whatever, but this I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
And even if it's not dumping, sometimes you just cannot handle. I can't handle what is happening in your life on top of what's happening in your life. Yeah. So even if it's not you're having a bad day, I might not be able to listen to what's going on with you because I'm trying to cope with what's happening.
Exactly. And I need to be able to understand that also. Someone said, set goals that are realistic and that you can accomplish.
Yeah.
Who is that someone? I think it's all of you.
I said it, but I think it applies to, I guess, everyone. Yeah. I realized like there are some goals I set in 2021 that were just too high. And I know I'm contradicting what you said in the beginning.
Ivy, don't talk.
But for me, don't talk. For me, it was, like, okay, even when I was setting them, I think the issue was I was already doubting. Like, nitafika hapo kweli. And even when I in the end didn't reach there, I was just very disappointed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe you can tell us how can you feel that?
I'm very big on setting smart goals. I am.
Yeah.
I am very big on setting smart goals. Don't worry about that.
I don't even think they were they were unsmart. What's the opposite?
No, smart.
Smart, the
acronym.
I know, but like the acronym, but opposite. Like I feel like they were still smart,
Yeah,
but I still didn't achieve the goal that I wanted, you know. So I don't know. That's why I said like maybe some goals are just too big. They need to be broken down in. Maybe I should have lengthened the time, the duration, you know.
And then smart because the T is for timing.
I guess. Yeah.
I want to add to, I think it was our point. I'll repeat myself because I said this on TLC, the episode that I've uploaded today, about I was talking about like just doing a recap of my year. Last year was the first time ever I was able to meet a financial goal.
Congratulations.
Yes, that I set for myself.
Yeah.
And it was literally a third of what I had set for myself, I think like 3 years ago, that I used to put on my vision board. And the thing is, when, you know, this thing of dream big, some of this messaging I think can be toxic.
Toxic positivity.
Toxic positivity. Like if your dreams don't scare you, they are not whatever. Okay, cool. But honestly, sometimes the dreams are so big, even in your, so here's the thing, when you, what Lorna has said, when you're setting a goal, let it be, this is my advice, when you're setting, for example, a financial goal, let it be a goal that, yes, is more than what you have, a figure you've probably never had in your account, but it's a figure in your spirit, you're like, I can do this one. Even if it's just adding an extra 200K or 100K financial goal. But if you're like, I want to be earning 800K a month, and you're earning 30, not to say it's not achievable. These things are achievable. If you have achieved them, cool. But in general, like for many of us, if you're earning 30 and you're like, I want to be earning like 80, then it's more believable in your subconscious. Now, if you know anything about the mind, your subconscious is what drives your behavior. Your behavior is what makes you either sabotage or not sabotage or self-sabotage. So if your subconscious is like, I can get to 800, but I don't think that can happen this year. You don't say it consciously. It's a subconscious thing. It affects how you interact with money. It affects how you do your goals. So if a goal is achievable, now, the first time you achieve it, the second time you achieve it, you will now jump. You won't be doing 30 to 80. You'll be doing 80 to 700 because you have built confidence in that mental state. That is how you build up not a scarce mentality. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes the goals are too big, so in your mind they're always in the future, and that is exactly where they will stay in the future. But if it's something you can see that can be in your present, do it like that.
I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Shiki, you had something to say?
Yeah, I think first I love the way Jules has put it. Because even for me, it's the same. Putting that very big figure, I had a conversation with Ivy. She wanted a goal-setting meeting. So I was telling her,
How come I wasn't invited?
How come you are not invited? No, this best friend. We're going to get this out in the next episode. They want to.
You know, they want to empower themselves.
Yeah.
Then they say,
And as you are left broke.
Please give context.
can I give context?
Please give context.
And then when somebody is doing well,
listen, guys, give context.
People are insecure about money. Wow.
Such a touchy so
Wow. We're actually teenagers. You guys.
even as I was speaking, I was just like, Chico. Don't say it.
In their goal setting meeting.
We're talking about 2022, nini.
Goal setting
She
meeting.
said she needs to set her goals. I said, I'm actually in the process of doing mine. She's like, can we have a meeting? Me, I like to do it with people. I don't know how you are. Me, I said, I like to do it by
Alone,
myself. Because I told her I'd had my meeting with myself. Remember, we had even talked about it after you had yours.
Meeting with self.
Yeah, I had my meeting and God, I've lost my train of thought. Oh, yes. So so she's like, no, we can sit down, blah blah. So you show me your goals. Anyway, we went to money, and she was like, what have you said? What is your goal per month? I told her I'm not gonna tell you because you know how you feel.
It's a secret.
That's
too small.
Exactly.
Came down the sky.
That's where I was going.
That's exactly how I am, by the way.
No, but
tell me here now.
Before we get there, more context.
Oh, there's more context.
Shiki, I called her and she was feeling low. And you know, She was just feeling low, and I'm like, I can't keep, because my instinct was, Abu, let's go and get you a drink. So I was telling her, I don't think I'm helping you as a friend. If every time you're low, my first thing is to throw alcohol at you. So I told her maybe we can meet and do something productive. Then that's when the goal setting came about. Okay, guys.
Okay, sour. I like that.
Okay, so I was saying, before we were attacked, I was saying that even for me, you see what Julia is talking about, putting that very big figure, already I'll be like, I'm writing it because this is how people write goals.
Because you've been told if they don't.
You need to scare me. But for me now that it cripples me. It cripples you. It cripples me. So
because you get angry.
Yeah.
Imagine after 3 months you're like, "Ata sijafika."
Yeah. Mine has to be this one of Julia, but then
small
for a short time, because exactly what Julia said, and I'm sure it's human nature. If I was at my 30, I've set 80. I get to 80, I'll be like, wait, this goal setting.
So now we can do 400.
It works, guys. Yeah, just for the motivation. I think at least initially, don't put figures or habits or commit to things that in your mind you cannot even fathom at all.
Yeah.
Especially immediately.
Yeah.
Especially for the short term.
Yeah.
Long term, you work a year 20 million. Yeah. But then I think you still need these steps that motivate you every now and then a bit to build that confidence. Yeah. Especially if you're somebody who is not yet at the place 4. It needs to scare you. Because I think it's a
everyone
journey.
know themselves. It's
Know your timing.
If you want to talk to me direct.
Yes.
We're all talking like this.
Yeah,
No, I get
everybody
it.
knows.
I get it.
But you see, because you see, we are in a culture of this is what Oprah has said. I love Oprah with all my heart. But even if Oprah says something, we are 7 billion. It cannot be one.
And you write the quote on Instagram. But
it can't apply. In fact, there are times you be like, this can never work for me, and then it works for you in a different thing. It depends on where you are.
I agree. What I want to say about setting goals, 3 things. For our very young subscribers, SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. When you set that big goal, this is the second thing, when you set that big goal, break it down into tactics that you are able to achieve. So, example, money, I love how Shiki has said, you have to know thyself. You cannot say, I want to save $1 million by the end of the year, and you don't know how to track 1,000 shillings. That is not realistic for you at that point in time. Know thyself when you're doing that. And then, for me, I don't know, guys. I think my realistic, that part for SMART, my realistic changed when I tasted big money around content
That's what
creation.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You had the first
completely changed.
You had the first thing that made you.
Sorry, don't forget. So my real change, and what that made me do is, your goals have to push you a bit. I don't think you need to, for me, I can't set comfortable goals. I can't be complacent in my
But
goals.
the goal I'm saying is not comfortable. It is uncomfortable because even that 80K, if you're earning 30, is still so much. Because you cannot, it's still, but 30 to 800 is very different.
Now imagine me, I'm like that.
Now you do 30K to 800.
I'm nuts.
And you're able to achieve that 800.
But remember, I mean, I can achieve maybe 500. Remember the goal I told you guys? I have no fucking idea I'm gonna do it. I've broken it down.
Okay.
It scares the shit out of me, but for fuck's sake, the past 2 weeks, the meetings I've been having and the things I've been doing, I'm like,
because you're like, it's doable.
It can happen.
So for you, those things motivate you. For me and Shiko, they
cripple. Know thyself. Know thyself. I love it. Okay, so I wanted to.
So Ivy, what do you do when, you've set your SMART goals, you've put down your tactics, and you've put your 800 Gs, but you've made 500. What do you do as a person?
I clap for myself. I'm for that belief of aim for the stars and then reach for the clouds or something. I clap. I'm like, okay, good. Now, next time, aim for 1.5 and then
So you see, me, I'm opposite. I'll reach the 800. If I've done 500, I am just disappointed. I'm like, I don't know. I don't see. I'm like,
focus on that 300.
I'm just like, surely, nisingefanya hiyo 300, and it really gets me down. I'm like, come on. Then should I go lower? Like such shit just stands in my head, you know?
Okay.
So now, that's how it works. So I guess it's know thyself. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Learn a new skill.
About each other in this
I'm telling you, 15 years of friendship and
nowadays
we are so old. We can say 30 years of friendship and we are still alive. This shock me. You remember 15 years ago when we met this guy? I'm like, 15? I thought I'm still 15.
Guys, in 2022, another tip. Learn a new skill, please. Learn a new skill. And for me, very quickly, don't be fungible at your job, but learn a fungible skill. Being fungible means you can be replaced like this by someone who has multiple skill sets. So don't specialize early. I'll give you an example. My first job, I remember when I was a management trainee and I was given the opportunity to work in every department. But when I settled for retail, like I was good at it, I settled there. As opposed to getting chapping laps everywhere, getting a ton of fungible skills so that I'm a bigger asset to the company. I settled for one thing. So for me, for 2022, I want to learn a new skill, whether it's riding a horse, whether it's learning how to do your edges, editing videos. I'm a content creator and there's nothing I hate.
That's the first thing you need to learn.
Than
Baby, imagine it's fun.
Oh, God.
You save so much money.
That too, doing makeup. Doing makeup!
Hey.
I will save so much money.
And it's
So
making
learn a
people
new
rich.
skill. I'm really making people rich. So what do you guys?
Oh my God, maybe I can teach you how to do makeup on my channel.
Yeah, babe. Yeah,
Oh,
babe.
of course I should done you should do me.
Yeah, because does her makeup. I'm like,
I mean, sometimes I even want to tell her, you should give me that money. She's like, I mean, makeup. I'm like,
Pay your friends to
because
do
I
your
tracked my
makeup.
expenses for 20. I'm like, makeup cost me a shit ton of money.
a makeup artist herself told me, you influencers need to stop doing your makeup all the time.
Yeah.
Makeup artists, I was with Daisy. She was just like, just learn slowly, practice and learn.
Yeah, it's good also, but again, because of thinking big,
Yeah.
charge your client. Add their makeup.
Yeah.
Please,
You know,
you
you
charge for everything.
You have to charge.
But it's expensive.
Also on skills, on learning new skills, something I was sitting and I was wondering, okay, I was like, I need to learn new skills this year. I'm like, do I need to pay for courses?
But why do you want to learn new skills?
Because I want to know more things. And when I say learn a new skill, it's things like I'm interested in fashion.
Yes.
So for example, I sat and I watched a course on illustration, on fashion illustration. I'm interested in, I love interior design.
DIY.
I've queued a course that's interior design 101. The things that you should know about interior design, that kind of stuff. So for me, the new skills that I'm trying to acquire are around things I'm interested in.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
even, writing.
Is there skills on acting?
Yes.
We do. We are aspiring actors.
Also aspiring.
Guys, they're going to
We
be
do
on a
it.
show.
You wait. Me, I was even
Lorna is going to
called
sing
twice.
a song. Lorna will have a, she'll be a Msanii. Lorna will have a song.
All of
You
them
wait.
to make a song.
She just keeps wanting us to make a song.
So okay, that's
Yes.
Skillshare.
Yeah, so that's Skillshare. Because I was trying to figure out where do I go. I think I was just feeling lazy to figure out where do I find a skill on this, on that. I once wanted to go to fashion school, but at the time I was just like, where will that money come from? So now that we have platforms like Skillshare, yeah, I was just like, let me try these things. And
Please,
it's 1
teacher,
hour.
Please apply to fashion school. You never know, you might get a scholarship or something. Just apply.
The school is called Markensol. I've just remembered.
Is it still there?
Shiko, you've always been talking about fashion, but for now you need to get out of this analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
Because we can't now keep talking. You love fashion. You love fashion.
You see, now
but you
my first step
Was the
now
skill.
share.
So
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think what I meant to say. I apologize,
Sorry.
Shiko. What I meant to say is, when I said you need to start, I meant it's good you're starting. That's what I meant to say. And like yes, you need to start because I think now,
This might be your year where that
children.
thing is-
Tumeza,
Your children.
The last one is just wash your hands. Do the things you need to do to stay away from COVID. It's still there. It's very simple to do. Like for me, I've really made a habit out of washing my hands. Like I wash my hands all the time because I know that's the quickest and easiest way to get rid of like as many germs as possible.
There's this thing that used to happen in 2021 that I didn't like, mask shaming people. If I want to wear my mask to protect myself, imagine leave me the fuck alone. Why you got it? Why you
I'm missing out.
Hey, please don't mask shame people.
Kenyans.
Leave that to 2021.
It's not even Kenyans. Like that's such bad
mask shaming is
behavior.
so weird. I'm like,
Physical touch is a huge part of connection.
Yes.
If you're feeling a lot of isolation because of COVID or whatever, go for a massage. I read that somewhere, the pressure it does. Because you feel like you're being hugged. It does something to your empathetic system, sympathetic nerve system, something like that.
Okay.
Try going for a bunch of massages.
okay,
That's cool.
okay.
If you're missing some physical affection in your life.
Yeah.
Not every day Pornhub.
Not just your hands.
Wow.
This is your touch.
Wow.
Alright, I think we
Beautiful
can
note
close
to end. Very beautiful. Yes, we can. Hey, okay.
Wait, before we end,
Yeah.
Ivy,
We
I
have
want to
something.
send you over there. You see where that piano is?
Yeah.
There's something, lift that leopard print thing.
Okay. Oh. can't even.
Yes.
You are the one
my
who didn't know
Oh my God. See, 2022 is going to be so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
how we are starting.
So this is our plaque from YouTube. As you can see, let me just hide my details there. We got it delivered, I think it was yesterday. So I went passed by my mom's house to pick it up. And we're about to do an unboxing.
Surprise.
Yes, we wanted to. I surprised them.
Yeah, she surprised us. We were dying outside here. We're like, Ivy can't know.
Yeah. So you guys, this unboxing is dedicated to each and every one of you who've subscribed to us. We were able to get this from YouTube because we surpassed 100,000 subscribers. There's tiers to it. I think 1 million you get a gold one, silver, something like that. Yeah. All right, are y'all ready?
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
We are ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
They got a certificate.
Okay, wait. Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Thank you, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
And that's that.
Oh my God.
And we have a letter here from the CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki or Wojcicki. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th or your 1,000th?
We do.
Chances are you do. And there's a whole emotional speech there. We can read this individually. We'll go straight to the final paragraph where she says, so keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your millionth subscriber, we may just write to you to ask, do you remember your 100,000th? And this is our 100. Guys, presented to over 25 for passing 100,000 subscribers.
Our name is there.
Here it is.
Oh, you guys, come on.
Congratulations.
Oh my God,
love you
what
guys.
the fuck? Wow. You know, this was brought to my mom's house. Then, I told her, Mom, there's a package I'm waiting for. She's like, something came from YouTube. And I told her what it was. She said, Hiya, I've seen people removing those things. You people are those people now. Yes, Mom. Mama, we made it.
Wow.
Look at that. This marks the end of our episode. If you've made it this far, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and you must share because we must share the good news. Thank you to every one of you who subscribed to our channel. Last year, between October and December, we had a very aggressive drive called Road to 100K, which was actually pioneered by Ivy. And one of our strategies was to start producing content every week rather than every other week. And consistency, I think we can say for sure it pays. We got to our 100,000 subscriber mark and we surpassed it. And that is all because of you guys. We are here because of you, and we thank each and every one of you for subscribing to our channel. Leave a comment, leave a heart, leave a champagne glass saying congratulations. Cheers. Leave an emoji that's saying that's saying cheers, just to congratulate us, because this is your win as well.
Yes.
Have a lovely one, and we'll see you here back next time. Remember, 2022 is our year for all of us. Adios.
Bye.
Wow.
I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling cold.
Over 25, subscribe!